Hi there. Welcome to Mini Meditations and Wellbeing Conversations with me, Ayesha. I'm so grateful you're here today, and I hope your week has been kind to you so far. For me, it's been one of those weeks where, life feels quite full. So I've been leaning into my favorite tools, really, breath and being still. And that's exactly what we're going to chat about today, the healing power of breath, and how something so simple can completely change how you feel. This reminds me, when I worked as a nurse for many years. I've been a registered nurse, I don't know, it must have been over 20 years. And when I worked as a nurse, I noticed how so many patients would unconsciously hold their breath when they were anxious or in pain. And later on, as a healer, I realized I was doing the same thing in my own life, especially during stressful moments. It wasn't until I began studying meditation and going deeper into that I understood how much our breath affects not only our body, but our emotions, our energy, and even our connection to spirit. I remember one particular day, I was rushing, my mind was everywhere, and I felt disconnected. I stopped, I put my hand on my heart, I took 3 slow breaths, and instantly I felt my shoulders drop. It was like coming home to myself. That was a turning point for me, realizing that something as simple as breathing with awareness could shift my entire state of being. And especially during those moments when we are rushed, when we are in that stressful state because of, it could be anything, it could be work or something happening at home, or you've just got a lot of things to do, you got a deadline. When we're in that state, when we're really stressed, it actually stimulates our sympathetic nervous system. And our body, we were designed to survive, right? So if we out, say, in the wild, or we're being chased by, I don't know, a bear, we want to be able to stimulate that sympathetic nervous system so that our body can secrete adrenaline. We'll be very focused. We want to escape from this animal. We want to survive. So at that stage, we're not going to be thinking about, oh, what am I going to eat for dinner and things like that. We just want to be hyper focused on running and getting away. So what happens there is our sympathetic nervous system gets stimulated, our heart rate goes up, and we're ready to go. But in modern society, when we're stressed all the time because of our lifestyles, what happens is the body goes into that fight and flight all the time, quite regularly, and that stimulates your cortisol being released, which is a hormone that really does affect us very negatively when it's released all the time to deal with stress. It will affect our insulin. This sort of response on a regular basis affects our physical health, our emotional well-being, our mental well-being, and it's not really benefiting us at all. So why is the breath so important, you may ask, Well, the breath directly affects our nervous system. So, slow, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of us that says it's safe to rest and heal. Secondly, the breath moves energy. In sound healing, we often use breath to clear blockages so the frequencies can do their work. And third, the breath is a bridge. It connects the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. Every inhale is life moving into us, and every exhale is a chance to release what no longer serves us. So let's do a little practice together right now. Wherever you are, just soften your shoulders. Place your hand on your belly and notice your breath without changing it. Just be present. Now, take a slow inhale through the nose for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently for a moment. And exhale slowly through the mouth for 6 counts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that twice more. Take a slow inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently for a moment. And now breathe out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale slowly through the mouth. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just return the breath to its normal, natural rhythm. Notice how you feel right now. You may feel a little lighter, maybe a little more present. This is how quickly the breath can bring us back into balance. After today's episode, I invite you to try this once a day. Stop. Just take 3 conscious breaths. You'll be amazed how something so simple shifts your state. And if you're already practicing breath work, maybe today is your reminder to lean into it a bit more deeply. Our breath is really our key. I've also created a meditation that I will release following this talk about grounding and being able to calm the body down in this way. This meditation is called Grounded in the Earth, and it was guided to actually assist you in calming the body down, relaxing the entire body, relaxing the nervous system, and connecting energetically deep into the earth. And so it's a very grounding meditation, and it can be incredibly healing too. So when you are finished listening to this, if you have the time, I would highly suggest doing the meditation. And I've now decided to have these well-being conversations on a more regular basis, and I would love your feedback. Just a little bit of a brief history about me, and I'll probably get into more detail in future talks. But I've been a registered nurse, as I said, for many years, and during that time I worked internationally. I studied in South Africa and then worked in England, and had come to Australia and worked here for many years doing that. And I also then many years ago studied and became a nutritionist as well. So I have been a nutritionist for many years, a naturopathic nutritionist. So looking at things a lot more holistically. It was a big eye-opener for me because I saw things very medically, very scientifically for quite some time. And it opened my eyes to realizing that there are so many ways in which we can heal the body in a natural way without side effects. And so it was a great journey for me. And so the direction of assisting people on their healing journey in health moved more towards natural therapies for me from then on. I also then, due to events in my life, moved more into that direction of healing. So I did a lot of different types of energy healing, from Reiki to different forms of energy healing. And I was just guided to my teachers along the way. And then I was guided to my teacher that taught me sound healing, the traditional form of sound healing. So I work with the Tibetan singing bowls, and I've done a lot of healing work over the years, working with crystals as well. And, I create sacred tools and things like that. And I also am a QHHT practitioner, which is quantum healing hypnosis technique. So it's past life regression, and it's the Dolores Cannon method of past life regression. And I had my first QHHT session in 2012, and it was so life-changing for me. I knew that I wanted to do this for people as well. So I wear many different hats. At this current time, we have a wellness center. Our wellness center has been going for about 8 years now. It's the I Am Wellness Center. So I'm also a colon hydrotherapist. And yeah, like I said, I wear many different hats. And the reason why I wanted to start these talks, these conversations, is because I've got so much to share, and I've got so many ways in which I can support people on their healing journey, both from my background in the medical field, obviously, but as a nutritionist, and I'm a GAPS practitioner. So GAP stands for gut and psychology syndrome and gut and physiology syndrome. So my focus is on healing and sealing the gut, because everything really starts at the level of the gut. So as you can see, I do many different things, and I wanted a place where I could talk about all these various things. And perhaps if you had any questions, or you wanted me to talk about anything specifically, from nutrition to colon hydrotherapy to healing, the healing work that I do, to sound healing, to the energy body, to QHHT, quantum healing, hypnosis technique, past life regression, spirituality, crystals. I love working with crystals. In fact, I used to run a lot of group meditations called Connecting with Crystals, because once we learn how to connect with crystals in a particular way, it can be, it makes life so wonderful, really. So there's so many things I could talk about, and I'd love to talk about. So this is just the start. There's a little sort of button, I think, that you could click on if you wanted to send me a text message. So it doesn't, I don't really get your number. It comes through anonymously, but I can get the message in that way. So if you have a message for me and you'd like me to talk about something in particular, I can do that. So I'll be doing this a bit more frequently. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me talk. And I will be releasing the meditation after that, grounded in the earth. And I do hope you enjoy it. It's a wonderful meditation. And these mini meditations that I do, I love them so much. I'm so passionate about it because I know how it helps me in my life. I can go through many, such busyness in my life, with the work that I do, with the business, family, things like that. And so sometimes I can get overwhelmed, and I use these meditations, and afterwards I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I just hope everybody knew that this is available and can do this too. It can shift your vibration so easily in minutes. And so from going through a state of feeling overwhelmed or very emotional or whatever you're going through, and if you could sit and be still and just put your headphones on, or you don't even need to. I actually quite listening. I love listening to my meditations without the headphones as well, because I feel like the sound just moves through my body. So whichever you prefer, and you'll see it shifts your vibration, and it gives you a whole other perspective on how to look at your life, and therefore changes your physical reality, because everything really does start at the level of your thoughts. So anyway, I'll stop talking, and thank you so much for listening to me today, and I look forward to doing a lot more of these because it's quite enjoyable. Okay, bye.